start doing crazy eights and spelling out, I don't want to say the name.
Who did not beat him in prison with a bat?
She always felt this like presence at the end of the hallway, like something's staring at her. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hot Girl Theory. I'm your co-host Tara.
And I'm your co-host Mary.
Are you able to see my dogs in this? Because...
No. It's off camera.
Okay, cool.
I'll put a heart over them.
Because that shit ain't free.
Right.
I'm here.
I mean, if you want to see, well...
You can see my cats. Oh, Chai can be in it. Hey, Chai. Chai, do you have anything to say? The little piggle snorts. Hi.
Those Takis are making my nose run.
Yeah.
We just took a break from the last one because we're doing a double today. And we had a snack in between. It was peppers, cream cheese, and Takis, which not bad.
It was bell peppers filled with cream cheese and then Takis. So yum. Sounds kind of weird, but it's honestly really, really good.
That's like a pretty popular snack.
Yeah, a lot of people eat it. Or they'll put it in jalapeno. That's too much for me.
Oh, I've seen the jalapeno. That's too much spice.
At that point, it's just unenjoyable when it's too spicy.
Right. I used to, not be able to handle hot Cheetos and Takis. Oh. Yeah, because it'd be too spicy for me.
I've always been into spicy stuff. I was raised with spice.
Maybe the spice will help clear out our sinuses. If you can't tell, we're both sick.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, and also, we're at Tara's house. Our podcast studio is currently filled with boxes of my stuff because I'm moving soon. And so it's just occupado right now. So we're doing the podcast from her house and also on my phone because we don't have microphones. But honestly, the audio sounds better, so.
It does. So honestly, we may stick to doing it on our phone because it just sounds better.
Yeah.
We can get a little stand or something to put it on.
Yeah.
But today we're going to be doing true crime. We were supposed to do it in our last podcast. We started rambling, got off topic a million times. So now we're starting fresh. This one, we're doing true crime.
Right.
I'm a true crime junkie. She, not so much. She does like it, but I'm definitely a die-hard true crime fan.
Yeah. I can only watch so much of it before I start getting too paranoid.
See, that's all I watch. If I watch something else, it's weird. Because that's literally the only thing I watch.
What do you watch that's weird?
No, it's weird that, if I'm watching something else other than true crime.
Oh, got it.
I just finished Love Island. I'm not a reality show kind of girl, but honestly, it was okay. I just fast-forwarded through, the boring people. Huda and Amaya are my favorites. Anyway, so, True Crime Junkie. Speaking of my favorite podcast, it's called Crime Junkie. That's all I listen to. Kind of sounds like I'm a creep, to be honest. If I listen to only true crime podcasts and only watch true crime shows.
I don't think so.
I just love it. It's so interesting.
I'll watch Bailey Sarian. I love her. So I'll usually gravitate towards her if I don't have anything else to watch on YouTube. And sometimes I'm just in the mood to listen to some creepy stuff.
Yeah, I'm always in that mood. Halloween's my favorite holiday. I was raised watching horror movies. No. My mom was a little crazy and allowed us to play with the Ouija board as kids. So,
Wait, don't you have a crazy Ouija board story?
I have many.
Wait, can you tell one? Hold on, I need to get my chapstick.
Sure, I would love to. Have I not already dove into this on this channel?
No, I don't think so.
About the Ouija board experience? No?
I don't think so.
Okay, so before we get started into the true crime, I guess I'll dive into my little childhood Ouija board experience. So, I was, how old was I? I was in 6th grade, so I think that's 11 or 12. And my neighborhood, friends, they would all come over for sleepovers. And so, my mom, she's a very spiritual person, but she also loves ghost hunting and things like that. So, anytime when we were kids, we would go on, when we were going to trips, we would find, abandoned places to explore or, haunted places and go on ghost tours. That was just, our thing. So, that's probably what started the whole, true crime, interested in mysterious stuff. So, my friends and I, we walked up to the store. We went to Target. In the kids section, they used to sell Ouija boards, which looking back, that's honestly
actually
really
insane.
scary because it's very serious. We always thought it was like fake. We didn't think it was real, but we liked the like spooky side of it. Like I'm sure as kids you would listen to Bloody Mary. You know when you would do Bloody Mary in the bathroom?
Or like Charlie.
Yeah. So we were just fucking around. So we got a Ouija board and we first did it at my friend's house. We did it in the bathroom, fooling around with it. It would actually move, but I still was like convinced that it was one of the other people we were playing with that were doing it. And so we would just keep goofing off doing it, and then the sleepover started like becoming more frequent at my mom's house. So we would do it at my mom's house. We would go into my sister's room and turn off all the lights. We had like our little jalapeno Cheetos and Oreos and like snacks in there, and we're all like sitting around the board, and we would do it, and it would like fly. Like, have you ever played with one?
Hell to the fucking no.
Okay.
Are you kidding? Do you know my mother? We don't even decorate for Halloween because it's demonic.
My mom would play with us.
No.
Love you, Mom.
My mom would have a heart attack if I ever brought it up.
I would never play with it again. Like, that shit scarred me. But, so we would play, and it would, like, when I tell you, we would barely put our hands on it. And I could see everyone. Like, it was still, like, there was, like, a little bit of air in between. So, like, you could see if someone was, like, pushing down or not. That thing would fly around, and it would start doing crazy eights and spelling out, I don't want to say the name because it scares me. It's this, like, demon kind of thing. And it kept spelling out this name. And it kept saying it was behind my sister in the room because we would always ask, like, where are you in the room? And it was always behind my sister.
No.
And my sister would freak the fuck out and start crying and run out of the room.
Well, yeah.
And I would always be laughing because I thought it was funny that she was scared, which I was, like, such a mean big sister. Because I would always purposely ask the question because I know it would be behind her.
Like Tara.
That's
something
mean.
Sarah would do.
I was so mean. Anyway, like, there was a few times we would all get scared and run out, so we would forget to say bye, and it's always, like, the number one thing you have to say bye.
To, like, close it out?
Yeah.
Hell no.
So, then, we stopped playing it. This was, like, what? 6th grade. I would say, like, 2 years go by, and, my friend Sophia, no longer a friend, but, so, we stopped playing, like I said, moved past that, realized it was creepy, and was like, no more. This girl, Sophia, used to come and sleep over when I was in 8th grade. And she would, like, live at my house in the summers. Like, we would sleep, it would be me and her. We'd have sleepovers. I always went to bed early. She would always stay up to, like, 4 in the morning. She was a night owl. So we would sleep in the living room area, like, in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And basically the way my old house was set up is it was the living room down here. Long hallway. Like, you could see the long hallway from the living room down to my sister's room where we used to play the Ouija board. So I would be sleeping by this point, and it would be every night around, like, 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, my gosh.
She would go from the living room to, like, the kitchen to get snacks. And so she always felt this, like, presence at the end of the hallway, like something staring at her.
Ew.
So she looked down there, and she would see this long, black, tall figure.
Hell no. Like
standing in the
cinnamon?
doorway. Similar, yeah.
Ew.
Standing in the doorway, and she would just, like, stare at it. She had a very, like, I think she had psychic ability. Like, she had a very strong, powerful, like, presence with, like, spirituality and energies and stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
And so, she would see that, like, every night, and she would always tell me about it, how she saw that thing at the end of the hallway near my sister's room.
What would you say?
When I would wake up the next morning?
Yeah.
I was scared as fuck. I was so scared.
Yeah, because it was obsessed with your sister.
I would never look down there. If I had to go down, go to the kitchen or something, I'd never looked over there. And then...
Poor sister.
Okay, so then she would see that stuff. I never witnessed it. Then, there was one night. It was me, my sister, my stepdad, and my mom. We were all sitting on the couch in the living room. And there was, like, no TV on, nothing. We were all just, like, having a family talk. And then we start hearing like a little girl singing at the end of the hallway.
Tara, there's just no way.
I swear. I'm being so for real with you. Like, I can't make this shit up. You could ask them. We hear a little girl singing at the end of the hallway. So, in a logical mind, we think, like, someone's fucking in the house. Like, we thought someone was, like, broke in. Like, we literally thought someone was in the house. So, my stepdad takes his concealed weapon, and we're, like, clearing out the rooms.
Right.
No one's there. No TV's on, no radio, nothing.
No.
Yeah. So, I was freaked the fuck out. And then, there was another occurrence where I was, like, laying in my bed, and the door was cracked, because it was the hallway. I'm the first room on the left. Keep going a little bit. There's a bathroom on the left, and then straight ahead is my sister's room. So I was, like, sleeping, and it was in the middle of the night, and the door was cracked open to my room, and I saw an apparition walk by.
What's an apparition? A shadow?
Yeah.
That's a big word.
Like a little girl.
Ew.
Kind of, like, shadow figure.
No.
With she was wearing, like, a Victorian kind of dress.
Ew!
Walk by and go to my sister's room. So I'm assuming that's the little girl that was singing.
Oh, my God.
And, so there was a lot of instances where, like, basically the Ouija board experience haunted my house. I had a lot of experiences there. And fast forward to 2021, I get COVID. Where do you think my mom puts me? She quarantines me in my sister's room.
I remember. And you said you literally, you couldn't sleep at night.
I couldn't sleep because I would hear footsteps, like, out in the hallway.
Ew.
And I just would like to believe it was someone walking out there. I pray to God.
No.
But it was a terrible time. I couldn't sleep. All I kept thinking about was, like, all the times we did things in there and how it was, like, probably filled with demonic energy and all that stuff. And it basically scarred me. So, yeah, there was a lot of creepy instances in that house. Very happy to be out of there. Never, ever play with a Ouija board. If that's your sign, please don't play with one. Because I'm telling you, that shit is real and it's not to be fucked with.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, that's, I think, what started the whole true crime.
Yeah.
Loving that little spooky side of things.
Yeah. I grew up with my dad watching Cops, so I'm obsessed with, like, we watch On Patrol Live all the time. I mean, not that that's, like, true crime, but that's kind of, like,
yeah,
whatever. I love it so much.
On TikTok, I've been watching the cop, like, body cam footage.
Yes.
It's so interesting.
Oh, my gosh. I saw one where it was, like, they had gotten a call from, like, one of the neighbors or whatever, and the mom and the dad, like, this room, it was, like, a giant room, but I'm assuming it was obviously their house, but it was, like, their whole, like, living room kitchen area was filled with trash. Ew. They were the mom and the dad were passed out. The girl was laying under them dead.
Oh my God.
And then the little boy was sitting in the corner, like, I think he just had, like, a pair of shorts on, and he was so skinny. And then the officer was like, get up, I'm trying. Like, they were definitely, like, drugged out. And oh my gosh, the sound of the officer.
It's terrible.
Grabbing, like, she's still alive, running. She had been unconscious, but she, like.
Did she live?
No.
Oh.
Because she had, like, I guess she, like, he thought he, like, heard her speak or, like, felt her, like, pulse or something, but, like, she was gone.
This world is terrible. There's one case, to get it and jump into the true crime, that haunts me to this day. Worst case I've, like, looked into some really bad cases. This is the worst case that I've ever heard of, and it's on Netflix. It's the Gabriel Fernandez case. The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez.
Is that the football player?
No, let me show you.
Oh.
I think that's Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I just recently watched his case. Oh my gosh, what was the one that happened a while ago where she was on TikTok? The one mom that, like, literally killed her daughter. Oh my gosh, what's her name?
It's this little boy.
What's that case? No.
So, on Netflix, The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. I watched it, scarred me. I'll never watch it again. It's definitely a good, like, thing to watch one time, just because it really gives you perspective of how, like, the system can really fail, like, a child.
I know.
So basically, it's been a while since I've studied up on this case, so like fact check everything. I don't remember like details, but it was. Did I stop it?
No.
Okay. So it was about this little boy. He lived with his mom and her boyfriend, and he was, I think, 7 years old. He was in like first or second grade, and the mom and the boyfriend, they had like their own baby. I think they had like a little girl together.
Yeah.
This wasn't the boyfriend's son. Gabriel wasn't the boyfriend's son. It was from a previous relationship with the mom, but they too had a baby, a little girl. I think she was like 3 or 4 at the time of all this going on. Basically, those two would sexually get off to abusing this child.
Ew.
Like, literally, they would, like, there was, like, messages of them sexting about it.
No.
Like, they would try, like, drowning him. They kept him in a little box. He slept in there. He ate cat litter. He had bruises and markings all over him. I believe they would, like, rip his hair out.
What the hell is wrong with people?
No, it was, like, torture. Like, literally torture. They would punch him, slam his head in the wall. He had, like, abrasions everywhere. And there was multiple calls from teachers to DCF about this child.
Dude, what's the point of DCF? Because it doesn't even do anything.
Oh, yeah. They made multiple calls. Let me actually look up exactly what happened to Gabriel Fernandez. Just I want to make sure I'm, like, saying it right. So, they doused him with pepper spray, forced him to eat his own vomit, and locked him in a cabinet with a sock stuffed in his mouth to muffle his screams. Blah, 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 blah.
Like, what is even the point of any of that?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. There's a special place in hell for people like that.
So Gabriel's mother called 911 on May 22nd to report that her son was not breathing. Deputies who arrived at the apartment, Gabriel had fallen and hit his head on a dresser, is what they said. When paramedics arrived, they found Gabriel naked in a bedroom, not breathing, with a cracked skull, 3 broken ribs, and BB pellets embedded in his lung and groin. He died 2 days later. Quote, it was just like every inch of this child had been abused. That was someone, a paramedic who testified. So Fernandez, who was 30, and her boyfriend, Isario Aguirre, 34, are in jail. They're awaiting trial on charges of capital murder. I think they both pled not guilty. I believe the boyfriend ended up getting death penalty.
Good.
And she got life in prison.
Oh, she's literally going to get beat up in prison. That's
her. She's a terrible human being. The abuse worsened in the months leading up to Gabriel's death, according to the testimony from, so he had 2 siblings, both of them who were minors. They said Gabriel was forced to eat cat feces, rotten spinach, and his own vomit. He slept in a locked cabinet and wasn't let out to go to the bathroom.
Wait. What's the difference between him and the other siblings?
Because that was the boyfriend's kids. He was not.
So Gabriel was from a different marriage. Where's the dad?
Wasn't in the picture. Fernandez and Aguirre called Gabriel gay, punished him when he played with dolls, and forced him to wear girl clothes to school.
If I was a teacher, you're not going home. You're not going home.
Unfortunately, laws like prohibit. Like, there's so many things like that you want to do and you can't. That's why the system is fucked up. That's why I think everyone should know about this case, because the amount of things, like, he could still be alive today if they
took him away,
or if there was different laws in place to like help these situations. But the parents hit Gabriel with a belt buckle, a metal hanger, a small bat, and a wooden club. Their mother once jabbed Gabriel in the mouth with a bat and knocked out several teeth. I'm trying to see. I know it was the boyfriend that ended up actually like doing the final blow to his head that killed him. But it's a literal heartbreaking case.
Anything that has to do with children like that literally breaks my heart because they're so innocent. And it's like, how could you like look at a child and think that like, let me just beat them up? It's so sad.
Yeah, on the day of the fatal beating, Fernandez began hitting Gabriel because he didn't want to pick up his toys, his older brother testified. She dragged him into the bedroom where Aguirre, who's the boyfriend, joined her, and the siblings heard screaming and banging, and he said, and then that's when it all stopped, said the brother. It just went quiet. Gabriel died as a result of blunt force trauma and child neglect. Quote, I have never seen this many skin injuries on one child. So, and after his birth, he was actually, before any of this, was sent to live, he was living with his grandparents. And then the mom wanted Gabriel to come and live with her. So she wanted him, to abuse him? Like, he could have literally been...
As if he's a fucking punching bag? No.
It's... I like, can't even talk about it because it's such a heartbreaking case. But, that's one that has stuck with me, scarred me. I still, like, see images because, like, in the documentary series, like, you see a lot of graphic images. And it's just totally heartbreaking the way that the system let him down. His mom let him down.
Yeah. There's
so many people who just, like, shouldn't have kids.
I hope she gets beat up in jail.
You have a kid and then you do that to the child. Like, that's... I have no words for it. That case has stuck with me.
Have you seen... There's this... I think I've talked about it before, but I read this book my freshman year of high school, and it was about... I read it in early childhood. It's about this little girl that got abused and by the boyfriend. So pretty much, I think she was literally like 5. So he would make her march around doing her
boyfriend or whose boyfriend?
The mom's boyfriend.
Okay, the mom's boyfriend was abusing the 5-year-old.
Yes.
Okay.
And she knew about it, but she didn't want him to leave her if he stopped. So he would make her march around and sing her ABCs. If she messed up, she'd get whacked. He would make her do it until she got it perfectly for hours. And there was one time he like would not let her go to the bathroom, and she like soiled herself. So he made her sit outside in it for hours by the tree. And he would... I remember closer to when she actually passed away, he would make her eat like 2 pieces of bread with soap in it, like a bar of soap, and she would have to eat the entire thing. And she would like throw it up, but he would make her eat it.
I don't know what is wrong with people.
And he would like punch her, like literally like blow to the stomach, a 5-year-old. And he ended up beating her so bad that she died.
Oh my God.
And that's when the mom tried to be like, stop, you're gonna kill her.
Is just as much to blame as
100%. Like, you know.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, you know.
The day you give birth to your baby or the day you get pregnant is the day that you decide to protect your child.
Right.
And if you can't do that, then you don't need to have kids.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
And so they ended up tying her in a bag, like in a duffel bag, putting like a cement cylinder or like block thing and like putting her in the lake. But they found it. Like, they found her.
That poor child.
Like, I know the teacher was trying to like, oh, there was one time he had sent a note to school saying she could not have food or water that day. Like, she would go like days without water.
And there's
because she would get in trouble.
This is like a little bit of a side tangent, but like, I'm religious.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously like Christian, believe in God, but when I hear things like that of children getting abused and murdered, I'm like, what is the reason? Why does God allow that? Like, it's a really like, I know people say like it happens for a reason, and but I'm like, why can't God stop that? Like, why? I know he can, but why doesn't he?
I think just with certain people, like evil is not like, people like that have such a twisted mind. Like, even like serial killers where they're like the Idaho killer, like, he killed all these people because he wanted to get into the mind of a serial killer because he was studying criminology.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think sometimes like it's just, it doesn't make sense, because I think that's a big thing is like with like religion is like, why would God give this person cancer? Why would he make this happen to my family? And I think that's a question that will always live on. But like with people that do it, I genuinely think they are just so messed up in the head that.
Yeah. But like my thing is like, when you think about it, like serial killers, like they live a long life, and like majority of them, they don't get these illnesses. And like, obviously I'm not saying like a blanket statement, but like a lot of them live till they're old. And then like the most amazing people, like they get cancer at young ages and they die, or children get cancer and they die.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it that the good people die early or have to go through these trials, and then like the shitty people like live to their old and they don't deal with these things? It's like, why?
Yeah. Like, you know, the girl in the basement?
Yes.
The
she
dad
got pregnant by her dad.
The dad got released from jail like last year. Who did not beat him in prison with a bat or something? Like, why is he not?
That's the system.
Deceased?
They have to like protect those type of people, so they usually keep them away from general population.
I do know that the Idaho killer, what's his name?
Brian Kober.
I know
Brian
that
Koberger.
I know that he is getting harassed, and the officers are like turning a blind eye.
Good.
Like, he said that he wants to be in his own cell because the inmates are driving him crazy, and they're just like, what?
In my opinion, in a real just world, I think that the way that you kill someone is the way you should be killed.
Oh,
so,
100%.
Like that Gabriel Fernandez's mom and the boyfriend, they should be tortured the same exact way they did to that child.
I agree.
Tell me how if you get the death penalty, you have to first wait 25 years, and then you get just a lethal injection and get to go pretty much peacefully.
No, you should be beaten up.
Like, are you kidding?
Till you're...
I just feel like, I know there's laws in place for reasons, of course, but I just find...
I think certain people should have an exception.
The criminal system is just, majority of the time, it's just not fair. It's not just.
Or you should let the family just go at him.
Yeah.
Go at him. Tie the person to a chair and just beat them.
I agree. I just don't think the world isn't fair. There's a lot of fucked up things that go on, and it's really sad. And that's why, like, when you look into criminology and crime and true crime, like, you really see like the fucked up side of like how the world works. Like, you can't really view the world as good as you did as a kid, because like you see all these fucked up things that just keep going on and nothing happens.
Did I ever tell you about the case that my dad was on jury duty for?
I remember you mentioning it, but I don't remember what it was.
So my dad was on jury duty, and he told us about the case after it was done and everything. He could talk about it. So I think this trial like lasted like, I think it was like a week. And it was so crazy because he was like sitting in there, and he was always like, if I am on jury duty, I want something crazy. And he got a murder trial.
Wow.
So
it only lasted a week?
I think so. Like the jury, maybe it was like 2 weeks. I don't remember it being that long. And so he watched videos, he saw evidence. It was crazy. So it was like this guy that was like, I think they were like renting a room or something. I can't remember if the person was already living there or if it was like someone new. I don't remember. But they were like renting out this room, and he had like kidnapped him, like in his own home or something like that. And he like tied him up with a lamp cord, like would beat him and torture him. And he filmed it all. Mm-hmm. He filmed everything. So they're watching these videos while the person is sitting right there, and they're watching what he's doing. They brought in the lamp. My dad was like, it was the most insane. That must be
why it was such a short case, because it was very cut and dry. Like there was physical evidence, like proof, like watching him do it. It was like there didn't need to be much of a trial.
I think so. My dad wanted to give him the death penalty. And it was like, now I know the laws have changed. I don't remember what it is, but I think isn't it majority rule?
No, all have to be.
All have to rule.
All of them.
So it was either life or death penalty. My dad wanted that death penalty, and he got life.
Yeah. He probably, because life, you all have to end up agreeing on it as well. Like, you all have to come to a consensus.
Oh, not everyone agreed. It was like, oh, you know what it was?
You have to. If not, it'll be a hung jury.
It was 10 people, I think, on the jury, or 9, and 7. There was 5, so it was 50-50. So they had to get 7 to agree out of the people or something. So it ended up like where they were one person away from getting the death penalty, but he ended up getting life.
Crazy.
Which is crazy.
And I know me and you, this is another case, me and you have like differing thoughts on this. The Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
You think that they should be freed.
I do.
I personally don't think they should. So do you want to kind of give your take as to why you think they should be freed?
The one thing that really bothers me about that case is that the people don't believe that they were abused. I personally don't think that you could stand in front of a jury and lie about abuse, especially like the toothbrush or the cinnamon. Like, I just think there are certain things that you can't make up.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing when it comes to it. The spending the money, the whatever, I think that was just them just being dumb and not thinking. But I don't think they should have. I mean, I can't say anything because I've never been in that situation of thinking like murdering is your only way out. But with the amount of abuse they went through at such an old age, being controlled, I could maybe understand how you feel like this is my only way out, is to be free from these monsters. So I think that they did what they had to do. Granted, the way they went about it after the fact, I think, was kind of crazy. And like, I know Lyle had written a book. No. Was talking on the phone with someone saying all these things about like, oh, everything's a lie. I don't believe that. You know?
Yeah.
But I think they should be free. I think they did their time. I think that everything they're not, like, the way that they're acting, I feel like they're more free in prison than how they felt at home. Because of all the things that they're doing, they're like doing church groups, and everything they're doing, I think, is really great in prison. You know, like all the groups that they're getting involved in or whatever, which I do think it's awesome. That I love watching videos on TikTok where it's like you see all these like inmates in like a male like prison of like everyone like praising the Lord. I think that is so powerful.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, or they'll be like, oh, I've been in jail for 50 years. I'm never going to leave. But like they're making a change. I think is actually like crazy to think that some of these people like are getting education or whatever in prison.
Amazing to see. I agree. I've seen those videos.
But I do think they should be free. I think they've done their time.
It's not just you. Like, so many of the internet, it like had a whole uproar during the whole
Monsters
series that came out. I couldn't finish it. I really was not very interested in that show.
The last episode wasn't that.
It was kind of boring. Like, I got through to when the therapist finds out, like when they open up to like that they did it to the therapist.
Okay, that part pissed me off.
That was like a weird situation.
The fact that the therapist, I mean, okay, I think that is important. Like that the therapist was like,
but wasn't he using it to get money or something, or like blackmail them? Like,
yes, he was using it to blackmail.
Which he should lose his license for that. That's crazy behavior.
He should have gone to jail for that.
Yeah,
like, you're talking to murderers, you have evidence, and you're not spilling it. I definitely think that should have been at least some jail time.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
But I think if he would have continued that session and really been like, let's talk in depth and then take everything to the police, I think would have been like smart. Or just been like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see like where people are coming from when they say they think he should be released, but like, coming from a childhood where there was a lot of abuse, like, in my household, granted, thank the Lord, I didn't have abuse the way they had it. It was, like, a different type of, like, mental, physical abuse, but not in, like, a sexual matter the way that they had it. I don't think there's a reason that they should have killed the parents at all. I think they totally... It was very premeditated. It was planned. With all that planning that went into it, they could have planned to get away from their parents. Yes, there was control, but clearly they still had the mental capacity to plan out this murder, where if they had that capacity to go through all this, they could have had the capacity to get away.
Or, like, figure out a different situation.
Yeah, they were old enough to, like, do that. And I get they were, like, mentally younger. They were still smart enough to plan a whole murder. Like, that is not an easy thing to do. And so, also the way that they handled it with the money and the partying and all that after,
was actually
it's
kind
like
of insane.
Sketchy.
Right. Like, buying a bunch of Rolexes and, like, cars, it's like, okay, might as well just go turn yourself in, because what are you doing?
It's weird. It's, like, weird behavior. So, that's why I feel, because of the whole premeditated aspect, it's not like the dad was in the middle of abusing them and then killed him.
They, like, attacked him.
It was literally very, very planned. And so that's where I have the issue of, like, okay, because it was so planned, and then they have a really easy way out to be like, well, we were abused, that's why we did it. Like, I'm sure that was their motive, but there was other motives there, I think, where, like, the money and everything is involved, that I personally don't think they should be free because of that reason. I feel like it would be a different story if it wasn't planned. Their dad was abusing them. They attacked him. They didn't attack the mom. The mom wasn't involved, because I think, the mom knew what was going on, but she wasn't physically abusing them from what I remember.
Right.
I feel like that would have been way more forgivable in the sense that I could see them getting released. But because it was, like, the way they did it, they killed both parents.
And the amount of, like,
they were
gunshot wounds that were there was a little unnecessary.
It just seemed different than... Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's a very fine line, and I think it's better if they're just kept in prison. I don't know.
Yeah. I know. I think they have a trial date set for November.
I think they're going to be getting out.
Yeah.
Let their asses stay in California. Please don't come over to Florida.
I doubt it. But, I mean, they're old. I don't foresee them ever doing anything.
I don't think they will either. They'd be stupid if they got out and then they did that. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah, that's a trial that's very... You know the Elisa Lam case? This is one of my favorite cases. So interesting.
Okay.
You don't know the Elisa Lam case?
I don't think so, no.
I actually visited the hotel. Let me get into the story. So, let me pull up some facts just because I want to be sure, like... Because I know all these trials and these crimes from watching them, but I don't remember, like, the specifics off the top of my head.
Yeah. You know what's crazy to me? I know we've talked about this before, but, like, when people are, like... Oh, no.
It died?
My battery died.
Damn.
It's okay. We'll continue on here. All right, my battery died, so we're continuing with the rest audio. Sorry, everyone. But, when people are like, oh, I'm going to bring you in for questioning, what happened April 15th, 2019? And I'm like,
how are you supposed to remember that?
How do you remember that? And they're like, I woke up and I had a doctor's appointment. It's like, I couldn't tell you what I did last weekend. I don't even know what date it was.
Yeah, no. I don't know how people...
Like, remember that stuff. No idea.
But anyway, the Elisa Lam case. So she was a Canadian tourist of Asian descent. She was Chinese. And this was back in February of 2013. So she...
Oh, 2013. This was a while ago.
Oh, yeah. This was a long time ago. That's why I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. You haven't heard of the Cecil Hotel in California?
No.
Okay. So there's this infamous hotel called the Cecil Hotel. And I visited it. It's on Skid Row in California. Do you know what Skid Row is?
I do.
So it's where very dangerous, very high homeless population.
What's the other one where it's like angels, Death of Angels or something like that? There's like a street called like Angels something.
I do not know.
All right. Anyways,
you'll have to keep me updated. I don't know. But So, the Cecil Hotel is on Skid Row. It's a very dangerous area in downtown LA.
Mm-hmm.
And there's high homeless crime, high like sex trafficking and prostitution and drugs, and a lot of criminals are there. Because what happens is the jails, when they release people from prison, the bus literally drops them off on Skid Row. Do you have it pulled up or no?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can keep talking. I'm trying to find it.
So the jails will drop off the criminals onto Skid Row and basically just let them back into society. So they end up staying in Skid Row. So it's a very dangerous area. The Cecil Hotel was started, I believe, in the early 20s. And do you know who Jack the Ripper is?
Yes.
No, it's not Jack the Ripper. The Jack the Ripper was a long time ago. I don't know what I'm saying. The Night Stalker.
Yes.
So he actually stayed at the Cecil Hotel for a while.
Okay.
Many serial killers have stayed there, like in the early 20s, 30s, 40s, like long time ago, they would stay there because it was the hotel. There was a train that used to go by there. So people would get off the train if they were on the run or whatever, and it was a cheap place to stay.
Right.
So many people who are very dangerous, high profile killers, whatever, have stayed there. It is very run down. I'll show you a video of it and everything. It's really, really gross. And she was Elisa Lam, basically, in 2013. She wanted to visit California. She had like a little Tumblr page that she would like blog on and do things like that. She came to stay in California, stayed at the Cecil Hotel, which, like I said, a lot of dangerous people stay there. And it's just very run down. She was there, and the last footage we see of her, which I will pull up, is very weird. She is in the elevator, and she's stopping at like every floor, and she looks out on each floor as if she's like running from someone, looks around, goes back in the elevator, goes to the next floor, does the same thing, like on repeat.
Okay.
And this is the last known footage of her.
I can't find it. Maybe I'm going crazy.
This is the last like known footage of Elisa Lam is in this elevator. It's very infamous. I'll show you the video and show you everything after the podcast. But she was last seen in that elevator. Then she just goes missing. I forget how they ended up realizing that she wasn't staying in the hotel anymore, but they found all her stuff in the room because I guess she either wasn't paying or it was her time to check out or whatever. Found all her stuff, didn't find her, like her wallet, everything was in there, but she wasn't there.
Okay.
Other people start coming to like stay at the hotel, and people start complaining like that the water is tasting weird. They go up to the water tank.
She's in there.
Her dead body is in the water tank of the hotel. So people were drinking water.
Ew!
Where her dead body was in there. And like the water pressure was off in the showers, all that.
That's actually disgusting.
Yeah.
You stayed there or you visited?
I visited. I didn't get out of the car. I just have pictures. Like I drove by. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's closed down now to the public. I believe it's like a homeless shelter kind of thing now. It's like still very, very dangerous in there.
Yeah.
I think people like do drugs or whatever in there, but it's closed to the public.
Yeah.
But still to this day, we don't know how she was killed, who killed her, what happened. It's like a very like conspiracy. Like we still to this day, it's a mysterious death.
Wow.
So like there's a lot of theories out there, but let me show you first what the Hotel Cecil looks like. It's very creepy.
What's the hotel Marilyn Monroe died in?
She died in her house in LA. Are you talking about the Hotel Roosevelt? I've stayed there.
Yes.
It's where she
stayed in the suite.
Yeah, I stayed there. She had sex in the laundry room with JFK, and he had the mirror installed for her there. I stayed there. It was so cool. But let me get a video pulled up of the Cecil Hotel because it's really creepy. And there's this guy that lives there, and he's like always like showing like things in there.
Like on TikTok?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
that's the outside of it.
Oh, that's actually really pretty.
And
Is that old? Is that an old picture?
Or
is that new?
Oh,
Or
I don't
recent,
know.
I mean.
Oh yeah, this guy. He lives there. But he's cool. He's normal. He just wants to save money and he lives there. But it's like very, very rundown on the inside and everything like that.
Wow.
I'll find some good videos after the fact to show you. But then let me pull up the video.
See, I would watch a lot more true crime if I didn't get nightmares. I'm so prone to nightmares that I can't watch certain things. Like I couldn't watch Pretty Little Liars if it started to get dark because I'd get scared.
There's the video.
Okay.
The last known video of her. I still to this day wonder what happened to her.
Oh yeah.
Do you see what she's doing? How she like peeks her head out? Has she done that?
She's not moving yet. Oh, now she is.
It's weird. It's like someone's following her. She does that and she does it on like every floor. As if someone's following her.
Why are the doors not closing?
I don't know. And she's like hiding on the side. It's really creepy. And then then she ends up dead. Like, what happened to her? Some people think it was some like spiritual, like demonic kind of thing. Some think it's a serial killer.
Why is the elevator not closing?
I don't know. Some people think it's like a Chinese elevator tag kind of haunted type thing. I don't know. There's so many conspiracies. It's a really interesting case.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, crazy. Still wonder what happened to this day.
That's scary.
But it's insane. But yeah, that's probably one of the most interesting cases that I've heard of because it's like so mysterious. Like you still don't know what happened to her. But it's sad,
so
like
scary.
for the closure of her family, you know.
Yeah. I think that's enough scary for me today. I'm going to go home and not be able to sleep.
All right, then we're going to close out the scary podcast today so Mary can make sure she sleeps when she gets home and she's not too scared.
Right. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you like
This
different
type
kind of
of
topics. And
if so, we'll do some more.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.